You know, I must admit I'm a little surprised. I did not have really high expectations for both of these shows, or should I just say that I wasn't expecting them to be as good as they are. And frankly, I'm actually glad I'm wrong on this account. I'm actually glad I've been wrong a lot lately on TV shows. And I have to say, both Castlevania and Invincible have become hands down one of my favorite shows. I was already liking Castlevania even though I didn't get into it until about a year or so back. So I got into Castlevania a bit late. It was a little bit after the third season ended. And I was actually very disappointed to find out that the fourth season was going to be the last one, at least into some spin-off series. Now I assume what they was trying to do is kind of like how they did with the video games, where they go down different descendants of sort of like the Belmont lineage. Am I using that word right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I am. I just think I'm not pronouncing it right. The whole experience of Castlevania has been very, very enjoyable. I have to say I like the characters. I love the setting. The animation for pretty much everything, but the fight scenes alone have been absolutely phenomenal. It's not even like you wouldn't even think that it's based off of any video game sort of thing, because normally video game type stuff is especially like the Resident Evil stuff or Halo and some other video game made to Final Fantasy video games made to sort of like animations. So even though Final Fantasy I think did okay, have been a little wonky at times. Like the transitions between that has fared better than movies based off of video games. But I think that Castlevania finds a perfect balance in character and setting and motivations. The villains are compelling. They even have a motivation to where you see like, okay, I can see not necessarily where they're coming from, but I can see how their worldview has been changed by a certain event in their lives to have them act a certain way, to have them be a certain way. And honestly, I really enjoyed it. It was a shame, like I said, that this season was the last. Even though it was, I think the third season was a lot better. I think it had some more twists and turns, and this season was kind of played straightforward, although the voice acting and the animation was phenomenal. But nonetheless, Castlevania has become one of my favorite series. Also, the two characters that I ship did not end up together. I'm really disappointed, but those are the only two. Everything else has happened perfectly, especially with the original trio of characters. If you know who they are, then you know who I'm talking about. And then we have Invincible, and let me just... I don't know what to say about this show. I'll just call it the animated version of The Boys. Now, when it first appeared, when the trailer first dropped for it, which is probably what you'll be seeing in the background here as I talk over the visual, is that I didn't find the trailer all that interesting. It just sort of came off to me as, well, we're just going to be another superhero show, or it might dive into the realm of realistic superheroes, kind of like how Watchmen did, which was something I didn't really enjoy, or Injustice have done, which is something I enjoyed a little bit more, and The Boys, which is something I enjoyed a heck of a lot. The Boys is one of my favorite shows. While that second season could have been a little bit better, I still enjoyed it. Invincible managed to bring in some tropey stuff that you've seen in a lot of superhero movies, like especially Spider-Man, where you see like a character trying to balance his superhero life and trying to balance his romance life. I really hate that cliche, and it's starting to get old at this point. And as someone who's just hit 30 years old, you start, you especially throughout life, you start to see patterns with a lot of stories. And I know there's just certain things that you can't escape, but I've seen that so many times, especially when we're in the age of superheroes, which has been going on for about a decade now. You see that trope a lot, and you really just want to move on from it. And it seems like a lot of products have done so. But for some reason, Invincible still acts like it's something new, and it's not something new. What is somewhat new, but we've also seen with things like Dragon Ball, or we've seen with Superman, or even Brightburn, with the whole thing about being superheroes type alien who somehow came down and he just started saving people. Why did he do that? There must be some alternate motivation, and there obviously is. And we get that later on in the season. But as someone who has done research on the comic books, which I didn't even know existed until the show came out, which is very sad because it was written by Robert Kirkman. And if you don't know Robert Kirkman, he also is the creator of The Walking Dead, and he's a writer who I really enjoy, who I actually have gotten some influence on as far as reading some of his works to use for my own work. So he's definitely one of the writers throughout history, obviously throughout life. I have sort of started to look up to when it comes to writing. Now I definitely come up with my own ideas when I'm doing the writing, but it's nice to see this guy's sort of transition from the whole zombie and superhero stuff and sort of go back and forth with that thing. I don't know if he's really still like into the Walking Dead stuff. I know the comic book ended some time ago, but now he's writing for Invincible, and Invincible is going on relatively strong. Everybody seems to like it, of course the memes and all that, and I really enjoy it. I cannot explain how much I end up enjoying this show. I cannot fully explain without going into too many spoilers on it, and I already think I spoiled it enough. Yeah, so anyway, those are the two shows that I'm really into right now, or I finish and I've really enjoyed. It's a shame that Castlevania is gone, but I hope the spin-off series can definitely live up to what the main series has done. Whether it's going to continue the story or not, I would love to see that. Invincible, as someone who's just now got into the comics, let me just say we have a lot more to go through, and oh man, I don't know how much Amazon's gonna do as far as putting it into animated form, but it'll be very, very interesting to see where they go to next in the story. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully I'll be able to upload some more videos. Until then, I'll just have to catch you guys in the next one. Do have some more Kingdom Hearts stuff coming, as well as some other gameplay stuff, and then from there we'll see how it goes. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This is Sarnar Roxas, and I'm out. Take care.